Unfortunately, nearly every group in the industry has had their fair share of experiences with Sasaengs. While all of them are serious and Sasaengs go above and beyond to invade the idol's privacies, all experiences differ from each other. Sometimes hotel names and flight numbers get leaked to the public, and sometimes they write letters to idols in period blood. Yes, that is a real thing that happened. What's even more unfortunate is that NCT has had many clashes with Sasaengs who just can't seem to leave the boys alone. Recently, on October 27th, Taeyong went live on Instagram, as he often does, as a way to communicate with fans. The live went well until he didn't hold back and called out the Sasaengs who had been calling him on his personal phone number. They do this to prove that the members' numbers, which they obtained illegally, are actually correct by seeing if the phone of said member is ringing on livestream. Taeyong didn't even bother hiding just how upset he was because of the people who were invading his privacy to such levels. Taeyong can be heard saying, "Don't call me, it really stresses me out. The people who called are the minority, but they are really selfish. I really don't know why they do such a selfish thing just for their own gain. Don't call me." This instance brought the fans back to all the times the members had to deal with cases like this, from lighter ones to the most extremes. In fact, it was Taeyong again who dealt with a similar case with another Sasaeng earlier this year. In March 2022, when he went on Instagram Live, fans started noticing that he looked really frustrated and looking down at his phone. This was because he kept being interrupted while he was talking by the multiple calls he was receiving from Sasaengs. Taeyong revealed that the calls were coming from a US phone number, so he switched to English to address the so-called fan. He said, "Please don't call me. That's so rude. I'm really scared, so please don't call me if you know my number. So please don't call me, please." It was heartbreaking for NCTzens to see just how scared he looked by the whole thing. He has reasons to be scared considering that literal strangers had the audacity to think that they can call him up just because they're his fans. In addition to all the calls that Taeyong had received when he was live and the numerous times he probably was called in his private life, Taeyong and other NCT members also had experiences with these Sasaengs in person. In July of 2019, when NCT 127 got back from Singapore, they were met with the usual crowd of fans that were waiting for them at the airport just to catch a glimpse of them. While they were walking, a woman holding a camera started running towards the member, including Taeyong, at full speed. Thankfully, the security guard that was following them took notice of her before she could reach the members and blocked her with his shoulders. Fans had had some complaints in the past about how quote-unquote overprotective the guards were, but this time they were beyond thankful that he didn't hesitate to become aggressive to protect the startled members. Those were some of the many instances that the NCT members were fearing for their safety because of these Sasaeng fans, because if one thing's for sure, it's that these people won't hold back to be as close to their favorite idols as possible. As they grew in popularity over the years, naturally their fan base grew too, and so did the number of Sasaengs. This was better shown when some fans entered the NCT 127 members tour bus when they were touring across North America. In May of 2019, a video of fans entering NCT's tour bus and then touching their belongings and even making their beds went viral on Twitter. These fans were reportedly led on the bus by the driver and didn't stop at touching their private things, as they also leaked the name of the hotel the members were staying in. One of the fans even stayed in the hotel herself. The creepiness went up by 100 when others found out that the user who posted the original video also posted numerous videos of the members as she followed them around Houston to her personal Instagram account. She even got close to the members, so it's only natural that the fans started calling her out for how alarming her behavior was. The user in question then responded to the backlash by saying, "I did not break into the bus or bribe the driver. He let us in. I didn't post this for clout or attention. I'm sorry if I upset anyone. I did not mean to invade their privacy or try to be weird. I just wanted to share this really cool experience." NCT also took their measures against her, as they reportedly called the police immediately after finding out that someone had broken into their tour bus. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop there, but at least NCT members aren't afraid to call them out anytime it's necessary. On June 6th, Haeton did a V live stream where he publicly addressed the people who were setting up camp in front of NCT's dorm building. Haeton said, "We are so stressed about this, and to be honest, it gives us a hard time. I know that you will still come even if I address this. We have directly requested you not to so many times." He went on to say that the fans were making the members feel uncomfortable in a space meant for the members to rest and eat. Haeton ended it by saying, "We know that you do this because you like us, but no, actually, if you like us, I can't understand this even more." Haeton also said that the other residents in the building would often complain about how much the Sasaengs loitered around the building. He emphasized that he and each of the members would be more than glad to sign autographs for fans if they were to run into them on the streets by coincidence, but they won't act the same for Sasaengs, who actively follow the boys around. Taeyong also held a V-Live stream 2 days later where he discussed something similar. He emphasized that the members were uncomfortable and asked for them to not be around as it could be dangerous for them as well. The fans praised the members for being so brave to address the situation and call out the ones who were making them feel unsafe. This wasn't the first nor the last instance where the members stood up to Sasaengs. On January 14th, Lunjin, Jeno, and Chenla held a surprise live stream in celebration of Chenla's birthday. The stream was going well as the members joked around and were having fun, but throughout most of it, Jeno's phone was ringing constantly as he was being called by a Sasaeng. This caused Lunjin to snap and tell the Sasaengs to stop bothering Jeno. The two also tried to subtly expose whoever was calling them by revealing their number to the viewers. Another instance of Sasaeng stepping over the line was when Do-young was followed by Sasaengs, but he came up with a response to their stalking. According to a Pannate user, Do-young had shoved his phone in Sasaengs' faces without any hesitation so he could make them feel as uncomfortable as he was feeling himself. Strangely enough, he ended up receiving hate for his quote-unquote bad behavior when he was the one protecting himself. A netizen wrote, "Why is he shoving his camera to people's faces like that? He's the one to blame here. Instead of shoving his camera, he should have shoved axes to their faces." Another said, "People who hate on Do-young for this probably don't have any brains. Do you have any idea how extreme male idol Sasaengs are?" A third netizen recalled the time when Haechan spotted Sasaengs following him, so he called the police right in front of them so he could file a report. Do-young doesn't hold back in calling Sasaengs out in general. On a V-Live stream in early May, while he was doing his live program called Room Corner Concerts, where he does covers of various songs and interacts with fans directly, he had been interrupted many times by a Sasaeng calling him non-stop. Since he was playing music from his phone, the phone calls were interrupting the stream in a frustrating manner, and fans could also see that he was losing his patience. Once he found out that obsessive Sasaengs have his personal number, he stopped singing and said, "I'm trying to sing, stop calling me." NCT's favorite clapback from one of the members came directly because Sasaengs were harassing them. As they're known to hang around NCT's dorm building to catch a glimpse of the members, it looked like Yuta was fed up with being followed around like he was a source of entertainment and an object instead of a person with feelings. In a post that went around on online forums, Yuta can be seen getting out of a taxi and noticing a group of Sasaeng stalkers that were hanging around outside their dorm building. This seemingly pissed him off as he told them to get lost and showed them the middle finger. While fans gave him praise for this, some were worried that he had been pushed to his limits like this in the first place. If Yuta is known for anything, it's being kind to fans, so for him to be angry at them and even show them the middle finger, he must have been really fed up and nobody can blame him. All that fans can do is hope that this behavior stops before the safety of the members get put into serious danger. Thank you for watching, and check out our website KOOKIELIT.com for more stories. See you next time. Bye!